Life is art, and art is life. I never separate it. It is not what you see, but what you make others see. I think of art as the highest level of creativity. To me, it is one of the greatest sources of enjoyment, and I love the arts. Now, if this is your first time of joining the show, this is the Art Express. Join us for an exciting ride. Semidele Adesanya presents Abatabutu, an exhibition of vintage Yoruba Ashoke. Now, this exhibition is a tribute to the artistry and craftsmanship of the weavers who have preserved this unique cultural heritage for generations. Let's take a look.
I'm here to actually support my origin, and this is very reflective here today. It's a display of our very rich culture in Ondo, and more importantly, speaking culture through our dress, our attire, in different shapes and forms. And I think for a non-Ondo indigene, this actually depicts the beauty of the wealth and the richness of the Ondo culture. And for me, I'm very, very proud to be associated with her. And I would continue to support everything that amplifies the culture of the Ondo people.
It is a wonderful new direction. I think it's even a new direction for our country, that we're promoting our own culture. We're promoting things which we had discarded, but which are now, this is now the right time for us to pick these things up. I think that even economically, it's going to make a difference that we're buying our own things. And from what I've seen around here, a lot of what I would say understated elegance. You know, you have Etu over there, you have Sonyo, you have even the models, the ladies who are, you know, wearing the outfits, they look resplendent.
Abatabutu is an exhibition of vintage traditional Ashoke dating back 50 to 150 years. It aims to showcase the intricate beauty and cultural significance of this traditional Nigerian textile that is native to the Yoruba people. As Ashoke holds great importance in Yoruba culture, representing history, craftsmanship, and identity. This exhibition is a tribute to the artistry and craftsmanship of the weavers who have preserved this unique cultural heritage for generations.
I am proud, I'm pleased to see that our ethnic cloth is being recognized again, because traditionally, us in Nigeria have extremely fantastic ethnic fabrics, which we do not utilize enough. And I was really pleased when Semidele invited me to come and see what she's put together. I've always liked Ashoke, as you can see.
People like flashy things, people like new things. And new things are the fashionable things, the things that are trending. And so I guess for young people, that's more interesting. And you have to acquire a taste for this, or you have to have been brought up to, you know, to have a taste for this, to like vintage stuff. If you look at the fabrics and you see what our forebears were doing 200 years ago, the kind of designs, the kind of embroidery, the patterns, I hope that it will inspire young people and raise discussions on even the, the fashion industry, They will learn something from it, take something from it. They will connect to their identity, I mean, as Yorubas, and know that we stood for something 200 years ago. And from it, I hope new ideas are birthed with this generation and that they will run with it. And I hope that even things that I haven't dreamt of, will come out of this.
The collection here is diverse. She has a very rich collection of ashoke of different kinds, different designs, different patterns. I'm excited about the range. But what's also very compelling is that there's a lot you can, learn from these fabrics that we have on display here. Not just looking at the ashoke, but looking inside the ashoke itself, because it tells you about the kind of fabrics that were used to line them as well. So I consider this exhibition a teaching exhibition, an educational one. And we are so grateful to Simidele Adesoya for putting this together, because what she has done is to keep our heritage intact for the younger generation to see how our forebears were involved in, cotton ginning, hand spinning of cotton, and weaving on the loom to make these really prized fabrics known as ashoke or ashofi. And so for me, I'm excited to see a lot of people from different professions here learning about the rich heritage of the Yoruba people, and to also think about the possibilities that these fabrics also portend, and they could use them for making bags, for contemporary fashion. And one other very intriguing thing is that there's also this aspect of sustainability. This is the trend in modern fashion today, where people are talking about the volume of fabrics that are being woven or made through industrial processes. Well, here you see that there's a personal story of how her mother kept a diary for those who want to rent these fabrics and use them again. So in a sense, they recycle the cloth. And the fact that it doesn't matter if they're faded or even threadbare, there's a lot of premium placed on the age of the fabric. And of course, the Ondo people must be very proud to see this exhibition here in Lagos. So it's something that is that gives me so much joy. And of course, you can see how people have responded to the fabrics on display. It's amazing.
Okay, I performed 2 poems, one on Lagos and the other one on hope, entitled Sunrise, because I know that right now what Nigerians need to encourage them, despite all that is going on around them, is hope. And I made sure that I brought hope, the message of hope, to the audience today, and also of peace, which is what the world currently needs right now. Preaching the need for it, within Nigeria and globally. My message to Nigerians as the year is about to end is follow peace with every man. Remember that this is a season of love. This is a season of peace as well, that calls for peace and hope. No matter what the year has been like, you can still get the 11th Army Loco. Anything can happen. Remember, if you live in peace with your fellow man, you too will be at peace. And remember the environment. Let us be at peace with our environment.
Well, I'm here to showcase an art piece, a new art piece called trapezing, which is coined from two words, trash and rap. If you look at all the waste that we generate in Nigeria, people use a lot of plastic. We have a lot of artists using plastics, plastic bottle, a lot of artists using tires. But if you look around, you realize that there's a particular waste that people don't use and which is causing the major damage, and that is the waste from wrappers. Wrapping nylons from biscuits, wrapping nylons from sweets. Nobody's taking it, nobody's collecting it because nobody needs it. And that is the lightest nylon that gets into our ocean as fast as you can say jack. And so I decided to come up with a new art form using these waste nylons that nobody wants to use and turn them into a beautiful wealth. That is, turn them into an art piece that will be like something that everybody will love to take. And that is what I'm coming up with here today. So,
art in Nigeria over the years has become a source of inspiration to a lot of people. For those people that are lovers of art, they have received a lot of inspirations from the visual artists, and we in the commission, we believe that is one of those areas by which the creative industry can actually bring a lot to the economy of Nigeria.
I'm here to create art with discarded plastic bottle covers, and then it has to do with transforming waste into art. So that is what I'm here to do.
I'm producing a work with the use of
Leather wash.
yes, the leather watch, just the brand of the watch to produce the work. Because my art is usually about materialism. That's waste to art. So I can pick up any object, any material I come across. I can pick it up and use it to produce my art.
A great honor. Is an acknowledgement of what we've been doing, and then I really appreciate the organizers. And I think the award was given because of what we've been doing with the Young at Art Children Creative Workshop for over 20 years now, consistently, day and night. We've been working with the children, the special ones, the other children, and I think for the award to come at this time, they must have been following what we've been doing, and I really appreciate it. I feel honored.
Well, the field is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And that is what it should be. Because art is, and creativity comprise the elements and factors of life that are not conventional and are not normal and are not readily acceptable or understood by the people.
It's been a very wonderful and fantastic day. We've seen a lot of artists because art is life, and Rotary, we look at how we can transform life in any little way we can, and art is one beautiful way we can actually transform and reenact what the future holds for us, and it just gives beauty to everything. And I want to appreciate Rotarian Dan, who is a Rotarian in Rotary Club of Abatabutu, for putting this fantastic event together. I know it's not been easy, but I give him kudos.
Today's edition of the Concert and Award is the 5th edition. It's a project that started in 2015, and by God's grace we have been able to sustain the project. Had it for 4 years, and this is the 5th year. And it was designed to bring the visual artists live on stage, to promote them, to project them, to give the visual artists and the art industry the visibility that is really needed in that industry. And then the award itself is a replicant of what is, of course, happening in both the entertainment industry and other walks of life, where individuals and organizations who have contributed so much are being identified and are being celebrated.
Affinity Gallery presents an exhibition titled Things Left Unsaid, a bold new group exhibition featuring 20 works by Diana Offor, Emmanuel Unaji, Joseph Aino, and Stephen Langa. Let's take a look.
This exhibition is titled Things Left Unsaid, and it features 4 artists, 2 abstract artists and 2 figurative artists. And the reason why we decided to showcase this combination of artists is to show, first of all, the different kinds of art that's out there. Obviously, there's this proliferation of figurative art, but we're trying to show that African artists can do different kinds of works, including different kinds of figurative works as well as abstract works. So you see that the works in this exhibition, none of them are the same. It's different mediums, different approaches, different perspectives. And so each artist, our first artist, Emmanuel Unaji, is a Nigerian-British artist living in the UK, and his works combine different mediums and his signature style of the fragmenting the face. So you see like different parts of the face like kind of merged into one. And his works just show that people have different sides of them. The part that you present to society, the part of who you really are and how you want to be perceived, and that no one person is just one thing. We all have different sides of us. And then the works of Diana Offor, a very talented abstract painter. Her works are all about her journey through spirituality. She's what you call she does what you call biblical art, but her works are strong. The strokes and the red color that she uses for the works in this exhibition, they kind of bring out this intense energy and feel that once you see it, you can't ignore it.
I quite liked how the environment was making me be a little bit more cautious about the way in which I was painting. In the sense that, you know, in this space I'm in currently, it's a little bit harder for me to get sort of like paints. You know, in the UK I can easily order or like, you know, walk to the art shop. But the fact about me having to be so like conscious about, you know, like going to a location far away in order to get paints, let me understand, I guess, you know, let me, I think, like value paint more, and like value the experience of painting, and understand how to be a little bit more tactful with less material and less paint.
A nice time walking through the gallery. I think I've been taken by a few pieces. Joseph, I like it's almost abstract. It's abstract. Looks almost sparse, but at the same time, there's a lot of different elements added on the canvas, so it's a very interesting contrast. The pieces from South Africa, the Langer person, the characters, it's almost like you've met them before. It's like you know them from somewhere, so it's very interesting the way they made it familiar, but at the same time quite general. I'm a huge Fela fan, so clearly Emmanuel's work speaks to me in a variety of ways. We've been discussing, trying to understand how he was able to mix both digital art with very basic sketches. In particular, I like that one, the one with the Basquiat and everyone on it, and I found the other one with the velvets very interesting, the way he also used the Taylor sketches on it, so that was quite interesting. I'm still getting my head around that. I didn't realize the amount of greens and yellows she used initially, but that's just starting to jump out and speak, so it's been a lovely time so far.
Things Left Unsaid is an immersive exhibition that delves into the inherent human longing to be truly seen, understood, and acknowledged. It serves as a profound reflection on the consequences of our failure to engage in introspection and ask vital questions of ourselves and society. Central to the exhibition is a dynamic interplay between the artists and their works, with two artists embracing figurative art while the other two delve into the realm of abstraction.
So this body of works are about the transformative power of love and how it got my life changed. You know, I used to think that I was in need of love, and during this exhibition it just opened up a kind of love that I never knew existed, and that is the love of Christ. You know, since I became a Christian, my life has changed and it has impacted my artworks and the way I work. So I chose red, like different tones of red, just to show intensity and love, you know. I prefer abstract art because there are no boundaries, there are no restrictions, and you can just be yourself, you know. And I love to challenge my audience to look deeper than what they see. I want you to try to figure out, you know, what this is, because I believe there's more to art than what meets the eye, you know. So I like abstract art because you can use different colors, you can use lines, you can use different materials to just express and be yourself. And I found that in abstract art. I chose this choice of colors just to convey intensity and the power of love, you know. Like there are different ranges of love you can get. It's so wide and it's so deep, you know. So I just decided to explore different shades of red, the beige, the pink, the red, the orange, just to convey different expressions and how much feeling of love that I was getting while making the works. And the intensity, you know, I wanted the audience to feel exactly what I was feeling when I made these works. And that's why I chose this palette of colors.
Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire and you will what you imagine. And at last, you will create what you will. Now, keep creating and I'll see you next week.